What if I told you the most powerful word in dog training isn't no? And in fact, saying no might be holding your training back more than you realize. Picture this. You bring home a new puppy full of energy and curiosity. It chews the furniture, jumps on guests, and barks at everything that moves. Your first instinct to say no, loudly, firmly, repeatedly. But what if that single word is actually creating more confusion than clarity for your dog? For decades, we've been taught that no is essential, the ultimate stop sign for unwanted behavior. But modern trainers are discovering something surprising. The most effective communication happens not when we tell our dogs what not to do, but when we show them what to do instead. The secret isn't about suppression, it's about redirection. It's about building a language of yes. Think about it from your dog's perspective. When you say no, what does that actually mean to them? Stop barking, stop jumping. Stop digging. To a dog, no is vague. It's a sound that often just means their human is upset, but it doesn't guide them toward the right choice. Now imagine a different approach. One where your dog looks to you not out of fear of being wrong, but with excitement to get it right. This isn't just a nicer way to train, it's a smarter, faster, and more lasting one. So how do we replace no with something better? Let's start by understanding why no so often fails us. Dogs live in the present moment. They connect actions with immediate consequences. When you say no, after they've already jumped on someone, they might link your frustration with the person or the jumping, but not understand what you actually want. They just know the fun stopped. This is where replacement behaviors come in. Instead of waiting for your dog to make a mistake and reacting, you teach them what to do in situations that usually trigger the unwanted behavior. Let's break this down into practical steps. First, identify the trigger. What's happening right before your dog does something you don't like? If they jump when guests arrive, the trigger is the doorbell or the sight of a new person. If they chew the sofa when you're busy, the trigger might be boredom or lack of appropriate outlets. Once you know the trigger, you can prepare. Have a plan and a treat ready. Let's walk through a common scenario, jumping. Traditionally, you might push your dog down and say no, but that can actually increase excitement or create anxiety. Here's the train without no method. Before your dog has a chance to jump, ask for a behavior they already know, like sit. The moment their rear touches the floor, reward them. You've just replaced an unwanted behavior with a wanted one. You didn't say no, you said sit. And suddenly, your dog isn't thinking about jumping, they're thinking about sitting. This works because you're meeting the dog's need, attention, but directing it into a calm, acceptable action. You're not suppressing their excitement, you're channeling it. Now let's apply this to other common issues. Chewing. Instead of scolding when you find a destroyed shoe, make sure your dog has access to approved chew toys. When you see them gnawing on something they shouldn't, calmly trade the item for a toy and praise them when they take it. You're teaching them what is okay to chew, not just punishing them for guessing wrong. Barking, yelling no often just adds to the noise. Instead, teach a quiet cue. Wait for a moment of silence, even a brief one, and mark it with a yes or a click, then reward. You're showing them that silence earns good things. Over time, they learn that being quiet is more rewarding than barking. This approach requires a shift in your mindset. You become a guide, not a referee. You're not waiting for mistakes, you're setting your dog up for success. And the more successes they have, the more confident they become. But what about safety? What if your dog is about to dart into the street? In true emergencies, a sharp sound or a specific cue like "leave it" can be life-saving. The key is to reserve that kind of interruption for real danger, not for daily annoyances. When no becomes rare, it carries more weight. Consistency is everything. Everyone in the household should use the same cues and rewards. If one person says no and another redirects, the dog gets mixed signals. Make a family plan, choose the behaviors you want to see, and practice them together. Remember, your dog isn't giving you a hard time. They're having a hard time understanding what you want. When you focus on teaching the right behavior, you build trust. Your dog starts to see you as a source of good things, not corrections, and that changes everything. Training without no isn't about permissiveness, it's about clarity. It's about filling the space where unwanted behaviors used to live with actions you both enjoy. It turns training from a series of corrections into a conversation, one where your dog is an eager participant. The result: a dog that offers good behavior because they want to, not because they're afraid not to. A relationship built on mutual understanding, not intimidation. And a home where no is hardly ever needed because yes has already done the work. What's the one behavior you'd love to teach your dog without ever saying no? Share it in the comments. I might feature your idea in a future training breakdown.